wanted to ask you was, are you looking at content in the other languages in India, or you're just sticking to Hindi at the moment?
We do have some film projects we've been talking about that are not in Hindi.
Let me take that. We've got content on the service in 6 different languages. So it's English, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Bengali, Marathi. So that's available. Movies are available on the service today, and most of them premiere on the service before TV.
No, I'm talking about original content, like what Kabir is doing.
I'd say we'll see. I mean, it would be great to find a great project of whatever kind, and it's hard with development to know which one is going to come out just right. But we're always looking for something great, and that's the real criterion. We don't have anything to announce at this point, but hopefully one day we do have we have movies on the site. In Tamil and Telugu and so on, and so hopefully one day originals as well.
Hi, this is Nishant from Stuff magazine. It's a question that probably Kabir and Roy can both answer. So on the technical side, as a filmmaker, do you think that you're limited by not being able to shoot in 4K or not being able to release it in Dolby Atmos to tell your story, or you think on a smaller screen it doesn't really matter? And maybe on the platform side, how easy would it be to deliver 4K on Indian value?
No, honestly, I don't really give much thought. I think technology is just a tool for a storyteller. Having said, Dolby Atmos, we should be also be aware of how many people actually access our films in Dolby Atmos. My last film, Bajrangi Bhaijaan, is considered to be one of the most watched film in this country. It's got footfalls of about 3.8 crores. Right? Everybody else is watching it obviously on the net. Everybody is watching it on their phones. Everybody is watching it on their laptops. So we already, majority of the people watching our shows is already on the digital medium. So we should be aware of that. And I really don't, miss releasing something theatrically. Of course, there's a great, thrill of going on Friday and seeing your film releasing on a Friday and seeing the ticket sales and everything, and that's going to continue. But I do see this as the future. I do see that these platforms, the digital platforms, are definitely the future. They are already game changers in the West, and it's just a matter of time before they, in a certain sense, change the game even in India. So I saw that potential, I saw that possibility, and that's why I decided that I wanted to narrate this story on this platform.
Hi, Ankur from Huffington Post. My question is both for Nitesh and for Roy. Have you guys relaxed your position on censorship yet? Because last time when there was a little issue about it, you guys had said that you need to be culturally sensitive when it comes to sort of airing content without filters. But when you're sort of seeking top talent from the industry, an ideal way is to empower the filmmaker by giving him autonomy and not sort of getting him to think that he may have to censor content. So where do you guys stand on it now?
I think Kabir should validate this, but when you work with the top talent, top filmmakers, we ask them to think unconstrained. We ask them to think about the best stories that they want to tell without having to worry about, what my weekend launch is going to look like, what my time slot's going to be on TV. That's what we tell them, and that's what Kabir is doing, and that's why he's excited about that.
Yes, absolutely, Ankur. I don't think we've sort of come into that position where we're already trying to, look at stuff in the script and saying, can we do this or can we not do that? In fact, it's one of the empowering elements of this whole platform and medium is that one is being able to do much more than probably I would be able to do in a mainstream Hindi film. There, unfortunately, because of the conditions we are in right now, sometimes we are always checking ourselves because, unfortunately, we have certain characters, who are going to be sitting on our film before release. And so we sometimes see ourselves making corrections, even before the release. And with Amazon, there's been no such, there's never been an incident or, any scene or anything that we're trying to develop or we're trying to correct ourselves or, check ourselves before going into production.
Hi, this is Upala here from DNA. Kabir, this is for you. Is it in English, the language, the web series? Will it be called The Forgotten Army again? And will it have an international cast? What about the casting?
Okay, so still working on the screenplay, but yes, it is, the working title is Forgotten Army. We're not sure whether it will be the final title or not. Whether it's going to be in Hindi, yes, predominantly in Hindi, but at the same time, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let every character speak in the language that comes naturally to them. So there would be Japanese, because there's a strong Japanese presence in the film because of the Azad Hind Fauj. There's a Burmese presence, and then of course the presence of British soldiers. So I think I'm going to, when I'm writing, I'm going to let every character speak whichever language comes to them naturally. And that's one of the greatest, I think, liberating factors for me as a filmmaker, to be able to do that. What is your third part? Yes, it will have an international cast, because there will be, I'm definitely looking at casting people from Japan and from Burma.
We have time for one last question.
Hi Roy, my question is directed to you. In the US, the model that Amazon Prime follows is a crowdsourcing model where scripts come in and the viewer is empowered to choose what they want to see. Do you see the same model being replicated in India, where the Indian viewer is empowered to choose what he or she wants to watch?
Well, well, most of our, 99% of our shows and movies actually come from, meeting with filmmakers and writers, sort of in a more traditional way. But we also have the opportunity for people to upload a script and we'll read it. And actually, we've gotten a TV show out of that called Gordimer Gibbons, which won a lot of awards and was great. And we have a movie premiering this year called The Wall, which will be directed by Doug Liman, that was uploaded to the site. So, if we get a show or a movie out of it every year or two, that's good with me. So it's a part of what we do, but for the most part, we develop in a more traditional way.
Great. Thank you, everyone. I think we have some discussions out of this, but thank you so much for coming again.
Thank you.
And appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.